3 out of 5 Kenyans have either registered a business or a company. Today, I want to share some of the mistakes that people do when registering for a company. I mean, at the beginning. So when you're registering for a company, the first thing is you need to do a business name. You need to do a name reservation. That's what I mean, a name reservation. So what you do is you go and say you are given choices. Is it you have 3 choices of the names, or is it 5? 3 or 5 choices or the names that you want to intend to use for your company. Once you give your 3 names, then they are taken to the whole process, and then you'll get a notification that these are the names that we have accepted because there is no affiliation with any existing company. Because they are avoiding a situation where we have 2 or 3 companies with different directors, but there's no affiliation, and there are issues of liability and being sued, and they are different companies per se, with the owners of the company are different. So that is why, regardless of whether, if you intend to use a name that already exists, you need to put a letter of no objection, whereby you say that the company A that is in existence does not have any objection to the registration of this new company with this name, with our names, with the same names. We have no objection. Private limited company, what you need your ID and you need your passport photo, and now you need to go and proceed and attach the documents that are there. Like I said, the process is so straightforward. You log into your eCitizen account, you go to business registration services, then after that, once your name is reserved and all that, which is 30 days, it takes 30 days. Once your name is reserved, then now you can proceed with the registration now. The IDs are for the directors that you intend to be in the company. You can have a director shareholder, you can have a director, and you can have shareholders now. A director does not need to have ownership of the company. You can be a director without any ownership of the company. But when you want a director shareholder, you have to have ownership in the company. That is one thing that people mess it up. Because you find there are 3 people, they want to register a company. 2 of the people, they want to be directors with. You want to be a director and you still also want to be a director shareholder. You cannot. You either a director or a director shareholder. For one person, Naomi, I can either niwe director ama niwe director shareholder. Siwezi kuwa director na pia niwe director shareholder. Ushaona? So a director shareholder has ownership of the company, but a director does not have ownership of the company. So that is one thing that people mess up kabisa. Then there is another person called a beneficial owner. A beneficial owner has ownership of the company. So a director shareholder and a beneficial owner. A beneficial owner can be a company or can be an individual. So those are the things that you need to take into that. But let's not go into the beneficial owner. Let's focus on the director and the director shareholder. These are the main things that I see people actually mess them up. Because I attach all those documents that you're told to ID. If you are a foreigner, you have to attach your passport. Your passport document, and you need to attach your passport photo. Passport photo, this is what I mean. It could be a selfie, so long as we can see the features of your face, not a photo with you've worn a cape, you've worn shades, you're standing behind a billboard. We can't see you. We need to see the features of your face. This comes to play when you want to change ownership of the company or directorship. We will get into that and start wondering, huyu ni nani? Sasa huyu mbona anafanana na huyu? And the director shareholder, if there are 2, you upload 2 different passport photos. Hapo tumelewana. Next thing, after you've done all those, then you get to the shares. That one we'll talk another day. Another problem that I see people face is this. Once those documents are system generated, so you fill them in. As you fill your details, those details go into the system generated forms. Then you have forms that the forms come out, then you have to download. When you download the forms, you sign. Now this is where the issue comes. People people want to amend the document, people want to write on top of the document, people want to correct, rub, and there's so much things that people want to do on the document. Those are system generated documents. So now here's the catch. If you messed up at your director shareholder details, the documents will come out with those details. So you need to go back, edit the information that you've placed there so that the forms can reflect that information. Let's go back to the forms. Those forms, they are around 4 forms. Those forms you need to, as you fill in your details, ownership, voting rights, all those things, you need to fill them in. As you fill in your details now, those are the details that will be on the form, on the form that you're going to upload. Now, once those forms are out, you download them, then you sign. After you have signed, you upload them. Once you upload the forms, then now they go now for approval. They are checked and all that. Now, another thing that I see people go and mistake, and just it's a common that I see people just don't get it. It's photos and documents. I see people don't sign the documents. Some sign at the wrong place. Some want to sign for someone. You sign individually where your name is Naomi. That is where I sign at the farthest end. Sawa. So those are the things that I just wanted to share with you guys. But if you have any question about company registration, just don't hesitate. Comment there and I will tell you how it's done and one of the things that we look out for approval.